All right, guys. Another question we got was, how do you increase long toss? So this is a really good question, right? Because like I do a lot of stuff on long toss, and I don't think I've actually specified how to actually increase it. Because to be honest, dude, it's not rocket science for me. I don't mean that like disrespectfully. I just think like, maybe there's other people have like different theories about it, but it's like for me, it's about, what does your long toss look like? How many times are you doing it? And then what is it, how many reps are you doing it at a certain distance? Like I think for me is like when I've hit big plateaus was that I wasn't being like super, I know I use the word intentional a lot, but I really wasn't grasping the long toss concept. I was kind of just long tossing to long toss. And then, when I did get to that point in my career where I was like, yo, I need to throw harder, I will not freaking put another professional jersey on. When that reality struck, it was like every time I long toss now, I was doing it with a purpose. So I think that's a big disconnect when it comes to long toss, is people just go, okay, long toss is good, we should long toss. And then they just kind of check that box without really like grasping the concept and, really getting something out of it. And listening to your arm. I think another big understanding about long toss and even about velocity in general is it's not linear. You're gonna have days, like I still have those days. I had one the other day, dude, where it's like, I didn't feel good. Like I would say like I had a bad long toss day because I wasn't throwing it as far as I thought I could. And that weighs on you mentally, dude. So another piece of encouragement that I would say is like understand and be mindful that, hey, we're not going to be in a linear progression, but we're going to do everything and anything that we can do to, get better at long toss. And that's, you can't get better at something if you only do it maybe like say once a week. So obviously depending on where you're at in your season, where you're at in your development, that's where we can start talking about like certain protocols being set in place. But anytime you long toss, have a purpose behind it. And really, like I talk about brain body connection, man, connect that brain body and really like, I think that was the title of my blog on long toss, was like unlock that untapped potential, because the power potential that we have is so much greater than what we're using, and at least it was for me. So find a way in your long toss to break through that freaking barrier, man. Because for me, that's where it happened, was in long toss, because I saw my brain connected to the point where I was like, saw that target 400 feet away, and I was like, okay, now I got to do I got to do everything to be able to move efficiently and get that ball to that freaking target. And that's where I started making that connection. And that's when I started just saying, okay, I'm going to hammer these reps right here. These reps at this distance are the most important reps that I'm going to do. And then you just build up that volume, dude. And over time, you just start getting accustomed to it. You start adding that stress, and you start getting adapted to that stress and that workload. And then you just progress. And then next thing you know, dude, you see those tiny increment jumps. And that kind of goes hand in hand with the FAQ I did on velocity tips, dude, was like track your progress too. I think anytime that we track and we're constantly mindful of like our growth, we have that sense of accomplishment, and that feels good, dude. It makes us want to continue to progress. So that's my answer on increasing long toss. Hope you enjoyed that.